Hi students, in the earlier class we have studied about natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. Now I am going to introduce you about integers of chapter 1 for class 7th. So what are integers? We start learning integers with the help of these colors. What's these colors? How many colors you can see? There are different colorful pens. Of course, you see here 5 kinds of colorful pens. But how do you know that? Okay, you count them. Count. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Hence, the number which are used to count are called counting numbers or natural numbers. So now you observe here natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. These are called natural numbers or counting numbers. You already know about in earlier classes. Second one, when we include 0 with the natural numbers, so they start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on are whole numbers. So natural numbers and whole numbers both are different. But when we use the negative sign before the natural numbers and are negative of natural numbers. So now you are observing this circle I draw. What? Whole numbers combined with negative of natural numbers. Whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and negative of natural numbers combined with negative of natural numbers give integers. Hence, the collection of whole numbers and negative of natural numbers represented by Z or I, or you say integers are represented by capital Z or capital I. Like that, natural numbers represented by capital N, whole numbers represented by W. So same as the integers represented by Z or I. Therefore, Z is equal to and so on -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So these integers we understand it by the number line. That is next page. This is number lines. You are observing them. Number lines have two sides. That is left side, that is right side. In between there is a 0. So you are observing left side of 0 are negative integers and right side of 0 are positive integers. So important things. What is it? Integers on the number line. is greater than each integers on its left sides. Examples. This is the left side and this is right side. Means right side integer always greater than the left side integer. Example, -4, -3, -2, -1. So here, -4 is greater than -5. -3 is greater than -4. The same as 0 is greater than -1. 2 is greater than 1. 2 is greater than 0. And so on. Examples are given here. -4 is greater than -5. -1 is greater than -5. 4 greater than 1. And 0 is greater than -3. And same things, just opposite. Each integer on the number line is smaller than each integer on the right side. Left side number always less than to the right side number. Example, -3 is less than -2. -3 is left side to -2. Therefore, -3 is less than -2. -1 is less than 0. -1 is less than 0. And 3 less than 5. And sum of two integer is again an integers. Any two integers, when we add them, we get the integer. Here 5 plus -3 is equal to 2. So 5 is the integer and -3 is the integer is equal to 2. 2 is also an integer. Same as in subtraction. Subtraction of two integer is again an integer. -5 -2 equal to -7. -5 is an integer, -2 is an integer, equal to -7 is also an integer. 6 -9, it is -3. So -3 is also an integer. So this is the introduction, because these all things you already learned in 6th class. So this is my introduction today. In next topic, we will learn the multiplication of integers and division of integers. So in this topic, you have to learn the definition of integers. Whole numbers combined with negative of natural numbers gives integers. And memorize these all numbers. Okay? Thank you. Hello. In previous video, you have to learn about the integers. Now, in this video, we learn the multiplication of integers. Multiplication of whole number is carried out using the concept of multiplication as repeated addition. Example, 3 into 4 means 3 add 4 times. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 12. Or 4 into 3. So 4 add into 3 times. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is equal to 12. Using this concept, we can also carry out the following multiplication of integers. -3 into 5. So -3 we add 5 times. -3 plus -3 plus -3 plus -3 plus -3. So 3, 3, 6, 6, 3, 9, 9, 3, 12, 12, 3, 15. And we use the -15. Now, you use the concept. Positive integer multiply negative integers is equal to negative integers. Plus into minus is equal to minus. Examples, plus 5 into minus 3 is equal to minus 15. 5 3 is 15. According to the rules, positive multiply negative, positive integers multiply negative integers of negative integers. Same as 3 into minus 10 equal to minus 30. 1000 into minus 3 is equal to 3000. Now, negative integers into positive integers is equal to negative integers. So, minus 5 is the negative integers into 3. 3 5s are 15 and minus 10 into 2. 10 2s are 20. So, minus 20. Negative integers into negative integers is equal to positive integers. Minus 3 into minus 3 is equal to plus 9. 3 3 is 9. Minus 6 into minus 7 is equal to plus 42. 6 7 is 42. Last, positive integers into positive integers is equal to positive integers. Examples, plus 6 into plus 3 is equal to plus 18, or 3 into 10 is equal to 30. If symbol is not there, it means it is a positive. In next slide, you observe the conclusion is that plus into plus is equal to plus, minus into minus equal to plus, minus into plus equal to minus, plus into minus is equal to minus. Hence, product of two integers of like sign means plus plus or minus minus, is positive integers. If you multiply plus plus symbols, become a plus, minus minus also become a plus. And the product of two integers of unlike sign, like plus or minus or plus, is a negative integers. Other important things, integers into 0 is equal to 0 into integers equal to 0. If any integers multiplied by 0, we get the 0. And any integers multiplied by 1, we get the same integers. Example, if given minus 3 into 1 is equal to minus 3. Now, multiplication of 3 or more negative integers. Minus 2 into minus 3 is equal to plus 6. According to the rule, minus minus plus. 2 3 is 6. Minus 2 into minus 3 into minus 4 equal to minus 24. Minus 2, minus 3, minus 5, minus 1 is equal to plus 30. Minus 1, minus 2 into minus 3 into minus 4 into minus 5 equal to minus 120. So in this observation, here is a two integers, here is a 1 2 3 integers, here is a 1 2 3 4 integers, here is a 1 2 3 4 and 5 integers. So be careful. When product of any odd numbers of negative integers is a negative integers, 1 2 3, so 3 is a odd number. 1 2, 2 is a even number. Product of an even number of integers is a positive integers. So 1 2 3 4, 4 is a even number, so its symbol become plus. 1 2 3 4 5, 5 is a odd number, so symbol will be minus. Or you say make a pair. If pair is completed, then it is plus, but it is not pair completed, that it is minus. Here one pair, two pair. Pair is completed, then it is plus. And then multiply it. So this is the multiplication of integers. Now we start the exercise. Observe it. Exercise, practice exercise 1.1. Take the screenshot from your mobile and solve it. But in shortly, I explain you. It's very easy. Here, observing that the first question, find first A 6 into minus 19. It's very easy. Is a positive integer into negative integers become negative, and 19 6. Learn the table and then write the answer. Or you don't know the table of 19, then multiply by 6. 6 9 54, 4 5 carry, and 6 1 6, and 6 5 11 114. So these all, there is a negative, so we one symbol minus, here is also minus, this is also minus, so also minus, and multiply. And question number 2, A, check if. So check how to it is possible or not. So 25 into minus 21 into is equal to minus 25 into 21. So that is the LHS and that is RHS. Check both multiplication. Multiply it with the in the rough, or you multiply here also. 1 5 is 5, 1 2 is 2, cross, and 2 5 is 10, 2 2 is 4, and 5. Here's a minus, we use the minus and add it 5 to 5. Now same things in RHS side. This is the LHS and this is RHS. Left hand side and right hand side. 1 5 is 5, 1 2 is 2, cross, 2 5 is 10, 2 2 is 4, and 1 5 is a minus. We use the minus here. Add 5 to 5. Both are the same. Hence, LHS is equal to RHS. Or you can solve the separately. First solve the LHS and then solve the RHS. And you get the answer. Yes. Here also hint is given in your book. 25 into minus 21, 525, it is minus, and minus 25 into 21, minus 25. Hence LHS equal to RHS. Here, question number 3. What will be the sign of product if we multiply together 8 negative integers and 3 positive? 8 negative. So 8 is a even number. What is even? So even number, according to here, product of an even number of integer is positive. So 8 even. So 8 is a positive. and 3 positive integers. Sorry, 8. So that 8 is a negative, so it becomes positive. 3 positive, positive. So it is positive. 5 negative means negative, and 4 positive means positive, positive, negative, negative. Here minus 1, 12 times. Minus 1, 12 times. Minus 1 into minus 1 and so on 12 times. So what's come? 12 is a even. So it's is positive. What is it? Positive number. So that is positive. D part. Minus 1 2 times. Here minus 1 comma 2m times. M is natural number. So m is a natural number. Therefore m is equal to 1. So 2m is equal to 2 into 1 is equal to 2. So minus 1 in 2 times. 2 to minus 1 into minus 1 is equal to plus 1. Hence it is positive. It is also positive. And now question number 4. Fill in the blanks. It's easy. 11 5s are 55. It's minus 55. And then multiply 9 by 20. And so on. Hence complete the exercise. And tomorrow or in next video we will learn division of two integers. That is division of two integers. Thank you.
Please read this page and answer these questions. From your exercise A2, answer these questions. First one, what condition did the mason lay down before agreeing to work for the stranger? That is the first question. You can see the answer. What condition did the mason lay down before agreeing to work for the stranger? His condition was he should be paid according to his work. Second one, B. Read to infer. Why did the stranger blindfold the mason and led him to and from the house by different and complex route? The answer is the stranger blindfolded the mason and led him by different and complex routes because he did not want the mason to remember or trace the way back to the court where he had hidden his gold. You have to take a screenshot of this page. In the next paragraph, we are reading that he continued to work a little from year to year. It means he didn't have a regular work. Only occasionally he got some work. As he was seated on evening at the door of his hovel. Hovel means a small, badly maintained house. On evening at the door of his house, he was sitting. During that time, he was approached by a rich old Kumujin who was noted for owning many houses and being a gripping landlord. A person came to meet him to do some work for him. Who was he? His name is not mentioned here, but it says that he was a rich old Kumujin. Kumujin, the word meaning is given in your text. Someone who is easily angered and often complaining. A bad-tempered person who was noted for owning many houses and being a gripping landlord. Another unfamiliar term you can see there, gripping. The word meaning is complaining. So that person was a hot-tempered, a bad-tempered, as well as a gripping landlord or a complaining landlord. Though he was rich or wealthy, his habit was not good. He used to complain for each and everything. Therefore, he was called a gripping landlord. So what he did, the man eyed him for a moment from beneath a pair of thick, anxious eyebrows. So he began to watch the mason with a anxious eyebrow, worried eyebrows. Eyebrows, the strip of hair growing on the ridge above a person's eye socket. Okay, so very anxiously that person looked over mason. And what he said, I am told, friend, that you are very poor. That was the statement of the gripping landlord to our mason. What he heard about the mason, he heard about him that he was very poor. Then how did the mason answer to him? He answered back like this, there is no denying the fact, sinner, it speak itself. Sinner, we have seen the word sinner, a Spanish form of address for a man, like Mr. or Sir in English. We know that this story has taken place in a Spanish context. Okay, he addressed to him, Sir, there is no denying the fact. It speaks itself. Means what you heard is totally true or correct. Then what was the reply of the gripping landlord? I believe then that you will be glad of a job and will work cheap. So he came to call this mason to do some work for him. But he wanted to do that work in a cheap rate. As cheap my master as any mason in Granada. That was the reply of the mason. He was willing to do the work as cheap as any mason in Granada. Okay, that is what I want. So it was the reply of the person who came to call mason for the work. He was interested with the mason and he came to have a compromise with the rate. From his word we can understand that that is what I want. So he was expecting a person, such a person who can do the work in a average rate. Then he was explaining about the work. What is that? I have an old house fallen into decay which cost me more money than it is worth to keep it in repair, for nobody will live in it. So he was telling that he is having a house, it is almost spoiled or decay in a perishable state. If he need to repair that house, he need a large amount of money. That money even he cannot get if that property will sell. Another problem is that nobody is interested to live in that house. So I must come up with a way to patch it up and keep it together at as small an expenses as possible. Therefore, he want to repair their house within a limited amount of money. Okay, the mason was accordingly conducted to a large deserted house that seemed to go into ruin. So our mason went to do that work. So it was in a same condition as the gripping landlord explained to the mason. It was a large deserted house, an empty building that is being abandoned by its owners. So it was in an isolated state. That house was in an isolated state. There is a poem, The Desert House, written by Alfred Lord Tennyson in 1830. So this house was in an isolated state. So our mason passed through several empty halls and chambers. He entered an inner court. So he has passed through several empty halls. It was a large house and chambers. He entered an inner court where his eyes was caught by an old Moorish fountain. So as he passed through that big house, he came near to an old Moorish fountain. So what is fountain? We have seen it earlier. An ornamental structure in a pool or lake from which one or more jets of water are pumped into the air. Fountain is an ornamental structure in a pool or lake from which one or more jets of water are pumped into the air. If you visit our modern cities, you can see fountains, man-made fountains in the cities. Okay, he paused for a moment, for a dreaming recollection of the place came over him. When he saw that old Moorish fountain, he stopped there for a moment and he began to remember dreams of that place. That he had a dream about that place. He began to recollect it there. Next, pray, said he who occupied this house formerly. While seeing that Moorish fountain, we have seen that he stopped there for a moment and he began to recollect his dream. Then he asked to the owner of that house about the occupant of that house formerly. So he was asking who was stayed there formerly. So what was the answer of the gripping landlord? A pest upon him, cried the landlord. He was telling about the formerly occupied person in a way, a pest upon him. Pest means an annoying person or a nuisance. He cried, the landlord cried. It was an old miser. Miser is a person who hoards wealth and spend as little money as possible. A person who store lot of wealth and spend as little money as possible. Such type of person is called a miser. So he was telling it was an old miser who lived there earlier, who cared for nobody but himself. That person was not bothered about others. He was always worried about himself only. He was said to be immensely rich. That person was very rich, but he had no relation. There was no relative for him, no family. He died suddenly. One day what happened? That person died, but nothing could be found except a few gold coins in a leather purse. So after his death, nothing was found from there except a leather purse. I think you might have seen purses, leather purses in which we keep money especially when we travel outside. The worst luck has fallen on me, for since his death people pretend to hear the clinking of old gold all night in the chamber. So he was explaining about the person who stayed there before our mason came there. So he was telling that person died immediately, and nothing could find out from there except a leather purse. Another unluck happened to this owner, landlord. What was that? The worst luck has fallen on me, for since his death people pretend to hear the clinking of gold all night in the chamber where the old miser slept. So people pretend to hear, imagine to hear the clicking of gold all night in the chamber. Clicking of gold. If a coin fall down, what type of sound it will create, you know that. It is called a clicking. So people used to tell that all night in the chamber they used to hear clicking of gold where the old miser slept, as if he were counting over his money. So people feel that it may be the old occupant who lived there counting his money. Sometime a groaning and a moaning about the corpse. Sometimes they heard a groaning as well as moaning about the court. What is groaning and moaning? Groaning is present participle of groan. Groan meaning to make a deep, long sound showing great pain or unhappiness. Such type of sound people used to hear in the court. Mourning about the court. Mourning, cry, make a long, low sound expressing physical or mental suffering. Okay, such type of sound people feel to hear inside the core during the night. Whether true or false, these stories have brought a bad name on my house, and not a tenant will remain it. So the landlord was explaining to the mason that as the result, nobody come there to stay. Tenant, a person who occupied land or property rented for a landlord or an occupant or resident. So he cannot give that house to nobody in rent because of this reason. But he do not know whether it is true or not. Enough, said the mason with a determination. Let me live in your house rent free until some better tenant present. I will engage to put it in repair. So after hearing this much explanation about the previous occupant of that house, our mason said to him, it is enough now. Let me stay here in a rent-free condition. Still, a better tenant come and engage. A better tenant come and occupy the house. So he was telling that he is interested to stay in that house. Still, a person come here to take their house in rent. Till that, then what he will do? He will stay there and repair that house or make maintenance in that house. The offer of the honest mason was gladly accepted. So, the landlord was satisfied with the decision of the mason. He agreed with it. Good morning to all of you. This morning we are going to read and understand the rest of the first lesson, the adventure of the mason. Okay, in the previous class we have discussed that the landlord explained about the house which he need to be repaired and about the person who was occupied there. When the mason has heard the explanation about the landlord, he told him that he has decided to live in that house in rent free until some better tenant present, and during that time what he will do? He will repair that house. So this decision was acceptable to the landlord. We read that the offer of the honest man was gladly accepted. So the offer of the mason was gladly accepted by whom? It was gladly accepted by the landlord. So as he has decided, he moved with his family into the house and fulfilled all his engagement. So what was the engagement? He will repair that house. Little by little he restored it to its former state. So he started to do the work there little by little, and he restored it to its former state. So he maintained the house fully, and it became as earlier. The clinking of cord was no more heard at night, but began to be heard by day in the pocket of the living mason. So our mason repaired their house and he brought their house into its original state. Next line. The clinking of gold was no more heard at night, but began to be heard by day in the pocket of the living mason. What is the meaning of it? In other words, he increased rapidly in wealth. Who increased rapidly in wealth? The mason increased rapidly, fastly in wealth to the admiration of all his neighbors, and he became one of the richest men in Granada. He became one of the richest men in Granada, in the city of Spain. He never revealed the secret of the wallet until on his deathbed to his son and heirs. But he never revealed the secret of the wallet. So wallet is having two meaning. What are the two meanings of wallet? You can see in the book itself. Wallet, a space for storing valuables, and a room for burying dead bodies. In the ancient time, instead of depositing money to the bank, rich people kept their money in wallet under the house. So same way, we can see in this story also having wallet, which is used by people to keep their valuables in it. So however, we can see that our mason, who is a mason? A craftsman who worked with bricks or stone to build a structure. He came to rebuild that house, repair that house. However, he repaired it and it restored to tomorrow. You have to learn these words and its meaning, as well as answer these two questions. First one is, what condition did the mason lay down before agreeing to work for the strangers? His condition was he should be paid accordingly. That you can see in the first paragraph of the lesson which we have read today. Second one is, why did the stranger blindfold the mason and led him to and from the house by different and complex route? The answer is given. You have to read, understand, and come for tomorrow class. Thank you.
Good morning, class. Good morning, class. Today I am going to teach you first chapter from class 7th, components of environment. This is the first chapter of geography, social studies, first chapter, components of environment. Before teaching this chapter, I want to tell you some things. Okay, first of all, you have no need to purchase a new notebook for writing. When I will give you some homework, you have no need to purchase a new copy, new notebook. You can write on your previous notebook, but in same subject. Okay, if I am going to tell you, I will teach you chapter first from geography, so same things. What you will do, you will write hard words, you will write question answers of this chapter in geography. Okay, so this is the chapter I am going to explain, components of the environment. Components of environment, you can see on the screen. Okay, if you don't have the book, one thing I also want to tell you that the course has not changed. The book will be same as previous years. If you can get from some your friends or your colleagues, Okay, so you can borrow them. Components of environment. First chapter. This chapter has mainly 4 points. You can see here: environment, natural environment, ecosystem, and human environment. Okay, so let's get started. The earth is the home of human beings and other living organisms. The word organism, we can say the creatures. Okay, as you know that what is earth? Earth is a planet where human beings and living organism, I tell you, the creatures. So earth is the place where we are living. This is possible due to presence of favorable living conditions which make up their environment. Favorable means according to our condition, our health. Okay, in that place where we can survive easily. Okay, the place where we can survive easily. So this is possible due to the presence of favorable living conditions which make up their environment. Okay, let's start. Environment. First heading is here: environment. Environment. The term environment refers to the surroundings or conditions within which a person, animal, or a plant exists. Okay, the term environment. Environment means refers to the surrounding, what is going on around us, the weather. Okay, which types of weather is going on, the climate changes. You can see many types of what happened. There are lots of season. Okay, in India the season has been divided into 4 parts. Okay, hot is there, cold is there, rain is there. Okay, so the things, the environment which is going on surrounding us is called environment, and conditions within which a person, animals, or a plant exist. For a person, for a particular person, it is very necessary in which environment he can survive. In which environment he can survive. Like the person who is living in polar region. For example, you have seen bear, that animal, bear, who lives in forest. Okay. You have seen bear has been divided in 2 parts. You have seen 2 types of bear. One black and one white. White bear, black bear. Where the black bear live and where the white bear live. I am going to tell you about the white bear live. The white bear live in polar region, means cold region. There is lots of cold. Okay, snow is there, ice is there. At that place, the white bear survive easily. He cannot survive in hot region, in desert region, in jungle, in forest. The same thing happened with the camel. Camel can survive in desert area very easily. Okay, why? Because their physical condition is favorable to his atmosphere. Okay, according to atmosphere, he can survive. So the bear, the white bear, can survive only in cold region, not in hot region. Okay, it is combination of natural and human made phenomena. It is a combination. What is the meaning of combination? Combination means mixture of two or more than two materials. If we will mix two materials or more than two materials, it will call the combination. Okay, it is a combination of natural and human phenomena. Phenomena means event or incident. Okay, class, I have write the hard word I am writing, you can write on your notebook. Okay, and after this, when you will find any difficulties in any types of hard word, you can ask me in the comment box. So it is a combination of natural and human made phenomena. So This is the mixture of natural and human-made events or incident. When both mix up, they make the environment. Natural environment means both biotic and abiotic. They make the environment. Natural environment means both biotic and abiotic condition existing on Earth. So first we will talk on natural environment, which means natural environment is the mixture of two conditions. First is biotic, another is abiotic. What is biotic? What is abiotic? Biotic we can consider, biotic means living organism, okay, animals, birds, human beings which have the life is considered in biotic, and abiotic means they have only physically present, okay, but don't have the life. For example, river, mountains, okay, plateaus, these all considered in abiotic. So natural environment means the biotic and abiotic things which when they mix up they create natural environment. Human environment refers to activities, creation, and interactions among different human beings. It means human environment is depend on human activities, what we did, what we does, okay, what we do, what we do, what we create depend on creation and interactions. Interaction, interaction means we can say interaction means to affect each other, okay. So human environment depends on humans activities, human creation, what we does, what we create, and the things which affected each other. It's depend on us, and every place human beings are different. They have different activities, they have different creations, they have different interactions also, okay. Interaction, for interaction you can write the verb effect, okay. The natural elements such as mountains, rivers, vegetations, animals are etc are created by nature, okay. As we know, it is not possible for the human beings that we will do these things. We can't create mountains, we cannot create rivers, we cannot create vegetations, we cannot create animals. What is the creation? Creation means to make some things, to make something, to prepare something, okay. So these all things, mountains, rivers, vegetations, animals, or all are created by nature. This is called natural environment, okay. The things which is created by nature, for example mountains, rivers, vegetation, animals, are called natural environment, okay. It includes the biotic and abiotic components, okay. It is the combination, I have tell you before a word that is called combination. It is the combination or include biotic or abiotic components. Components means parts, okay. It is the combination of biotic or abiotic components. The human-made elements such as agriculture, industries, settlements, means of transport, etc. are created by human beings, okay. We have seen before that what can create, nature can create, what nature can create we have seen before. Now we will see what the human can create, Okay, what human can made, what we can make, like agricultures. Okay, we can create agriculture, industries we can create, settlements to live any place. Okay, we can create means of transport, means of transport. Okay, you have seen before, lots of year before. Okay, what people did for going from one place to another place, they have need to go by animals. They have used animals, bullock cart, and many types of carts they have used. But after some times they have created many things like motorcycles, bus, okay, four wheelers, car, aeroplane, all these things they have created. Therefore it is called human made environment. That's why it is called human made environment. Why? For this example, I want to give you an example. Human made, if you go on any shop and purchase something, for example any packed things which is packed totally, you have seen this one thing has been written, for example expiry date, you have seen before. But when we go below the expiry date, there will be written MFG. What is the means of MFG? MFG means manufacturing date, on which date it is created. That's why it is called MFG, manufacturing date. Okay, MFG means manufactured. Okay, when man will create something, it will consider it as manufacturing. Okay, human beings develop these features to live comfortably in their environment. Why people create these things? Why they have made it these things? They have made, they have created, they have prepared these things only for their comfortable. Okay, if you will go from Delhi to Hyderabad, if you want to go by train, it will take 2 to 3 days. 2 to 3 days. Okay, but if you will go by the aeroplane, it will take only 2 hours. Okay, so according to your comfortability, you can move from one place to another place. Okay, human beings develop these features to live comfortably in environment so that they can survive easily. They can move from one place to another place easily. Okay, next, the two types of environment interact with one another. They change in course of time from place to place due to natural processes and human activities. Okay, when two things interact to each other, they meet to each other, it is very possible it will happen, they will interact, they will affect to each other. When two things, okay, two things are there, when they will mix up, when there will be combination of two things, it's natural that they will affect to each other. Which type of things will be changed? For example, they change up in course of time from place to place due to natural process or human activities. When for it, I want to give you an example. When you will go in metro cities, the pollution is so much pollution you can find. One, when you will go in villages,